Shalom, shalom, shalom. This video here is different. Check it out.
The next time your kid tells you that they were not asked to be born because they didn't get their way, or they think that you need to tolerate their BS attitude because you brought them to this world, show them this clip.
Sperm are foreign to a woman's body and are treated as unwanted invaders. Her immune system is triggered to kill them. Once they enter the cervix, they are in a labyrinth of dead ends, perfect for an ambush. White blood cells attack the sperm from all directions. By the time any survivors reached the safety of a fallopian tube, of the original 250 million, there could be as few as 20 left.
I mean, that looked more brutal than a Spartan race, if you ask me. And to still make it to the top 20 and outbeat your potential 19 other siblings to the egg, you can't tell me you didn't want to be here. Come on now.
Okay, we see they chose who they want to come to. Check this out.
The male was the original hoe, and women wasn't loving these hoes.
Let me be clear. This is about to become a Pastor P page because she keeps coming up on my fight, and everything she's saying is right. She goes on to explain.
Women were a community, and they chose the most fit male, and they passed your penis around, and a lot of them got pregnant. And then if you was up to par, they kept you. If you wasn't, they let you skedaddle. They just took the seed, and they didn't love them hoes.
And this reminded me of something my dad told me. My dad is from Equatorial Guinea, this tiny little country here in Western Central Africa. And his nation are the indigenous people of the country. So they've been around a long time. So one day I asked my dad, what was marriage like before the Spaniards colonized? And you know what he said? First, he laughed in my face and was like, marriage? Because according to him, before the Europeans came, there really was no marriage. My dad's people are matrilineal, meaning all rights, property, titles, etc., go down through the mother's line. You are your mother's child. Your paternity doesn't matter. And so prior to the colonizers showing up, women were with who they were with, and when they were sick of it, they moved on to the next. They could have children with as many men as they wanted, and there was absolutely no stigma because the line goes through the women, which makes sense, right? Because there's never a question of who the mother is. If it came out of your coochie, it's your boochie. So women were free to come and go as they please. You see this in a lot of indigenous nations prior to them being colonized. I've been reading this book, The Creation of the Patriarchy by Gerda Lerner. She uses the example of the indigenous nation that we typically call the Iroquois, and how prior to colonization, when they men's was acting up, all a wife had to do to get a divorce was put his shit outside the door. So Auntie Pastor P is right. Prior to colonization,
Those that know me know I always want to know, what did Yahweh Ben Yahweh have to say about this? And we about to find out.
I'm going back to the garden tonight and give you a new elevation. In the beginning, I created Adam. And you have since discovered that Adam is both male and female. And now I'm here to create the new Adam. And in order to make you a new man, then you'll have to understand that, see, I gave you the privilege in the beginning to walk with me in the cool of the evening, brother. But I knew iniquity had been found in you already. So I put you to sleep and raised up another kind of woman. And you fell victim to her. And for 6,000 years, you have been blaming her when you are the one to blame. because you fell victim on the earth in the garden. It was not our sisters that started the war in heaven against me. It was you, brother. Lucifer.
Like I stated before in my other video, we only have God's children and Satan's children on earth. Either you're a God seed or you're a Satan seed. And check this part out.
Scientists prove that God is real. Watch this. They found when the egg and the sperm meet together at conception, a flashing light appeared.
And Yahweh is not the God of the skin color game. Look at Daniel. Some people call him white, but Yahweh loves him, and he loves Yahweh. Shalom.